Hi, this is Kamera. My first few minutes with God, day number 260, Daniel chapter 10 through chapter 12. In the third year of King Cyrus of Persia, Daniel has another vision. He's been having all types of visions. And this vision here, he pretty much understood it to be concerning future events, times of war and of great hardship. And so when Daniel was during this vision here, it was during a time that he had been fasting, a serious fast, no food, no wine. And there were other ways that he showed that he was fasting. He was standing by the Tigris River when suddenly a man appeared, a man in linen clothes, a gold belt. And so he describes in detail what the man looks like. The thing is, though, he had this voice like it was like a roaring voice, like a vast of a multitude of people, the scripture says. And it says the men who were with him, though they did not see this man in linen clothes, a fear came over them where they went into hiding. Yeah. When he spoke to Daniel, though, Daniel fainted like he does just about every time. And so the man, he touches Daniel and he gives him strength. And one of the things that is so awesome is that he tells Daniel that he is precious to God. He tells Daniel that he is precious to God. He tells Daniel, don't be afraid. And so he tells him that it's the moment that he began to set his heart to pray to God and to humble himself, the humbling like the fasting or what have you, then yes, God listened. He listened. And the problem that held him back, because it was 3 weeks, this was 21 days. It said, 3 weeks. And Daniel, he had been fasting all this time. But there was a holdup, and he tells him that the spirit prince of Persia was holding him up, and that the archangel Michael had to be the one that helped him out. And so now he is there to deliver this message, and he tells him, "You are precious to God." Those words there. Not the first time Daniel heard it, but isn't that something to remind him that he's precious to God? When he tells Daniel to have peace, be encouraged, be strong, Daniel started to feel his strength be restored. And so then he tells Daniel what was written in the book of truth. He tells Daniel about the future kings of Persia, about alliances, about a king of a north and a king of a south. There's broken alliances, there's war, then there's marriages to bring peace. They talk about the riches, the conflicts against the people of the Holy Covenant. There's just different types of things. Rewarding, during this time, they're going to be like rewarding of those who were against the covenant. There's a lot of pride. There's a lot of arrogance going on. There's blasphemous acts going on, idol worship. He's going through so much telling Daniel of some of the things that were going to happen. But a lot of bad things are happening, mainly between the king of the north and the king of south. Isn't that something? Eventually, Michael the archangel, who guards over Daniel's people, that's the way they put it, over your people. Every person, he's going to come and he's going to rise against those nations. And he says that every person whose name is written in this book will be rescued. He talks about the bodies dead and those are buried. They will rise to everlasting life or everlasting disgrace. Those who are wise, they will shine as bright as the sky. And those who led many to righteousness, they will shine like stars forever. He says many will be purified, cleansed, and refined by those trials. He says the wickedness, it will continue. And none will understand. None of the wicked will understand. Only the wise will understand. He said, blessed are those who wait and remain until the end. Daniel wanted to know when this was going to happen. Also, one of the men who was present, he asked when this was going to happen. He gave some numbers of some days and a time of a time. Yeah, but he said, blessed are those who wait and remain to the end. And he tells Daniel that he will go and he will rest. And at the end, he will rise again to receive his inheritance that is set aside for him. Isn't that something? It's kind of interesting. But when you hear about all these different wars and the craziness that happens, it's so scary. But we're hearing a lot of crazy stuff too, even now. But this is supposed to be a future time that this is supposed to happen. And we're told to wait, endure, and we should stay righteous in God's eyesight. But there you have it, guys. That's day number 260, Daniel chapter 10 through 12. You have a God-filled, blessed day.